Hey there. Let me start by saying congratulations. You have closed on your home. I know you're probably thinking, finally, no more paperwork. But before you pop that champagne and celebrate, here are just a few things I recommend you do to keep your home sweet home running smoothly. These first few steps are very important, especially if you're moving to Florida where we've got hurricanes, humidity, and just a few other surprises. So stick around. I'm going to give you 5 crucial, not boring, steps to complete right after closing. And stay to the end because I've got a sneaky tip that will save you time and money. Most people think that once the ink is dry that they are done, that there is no more to do, they're just going to move in and that is going to be the end of it. But missing these steps is like leaving the door wide open, and I do mean almost literally. And while I'm sure that your neighbors are nice, you probably don't want them wandering in. Let's lock things down and make sure that your move is smooth so you get to enjoy your champagne in privacy. First things first is I recommend that you immediately change all the locks. Now you can rekey them or you can put entirely new locks on the home. I personally am a fan of the keyless locks where you can just put a code in there, and I really like the ones where I can set up a code. So if I've got a vendor that needs to come to the house but I can't get there in time or I can't take off of work, I can set a code specifically for them and then I can deactivate it or change it once they have left. So those are my favorite ones, but you do not know who has been given that key and if they've stored a spare one someplace else. So first things first is change all of the locks. Now the second one, I hope you've already done. If you're one of my clients, I've already told you to do this, but you would be amazed at how many people do not do this. And that is to make sure that you set up the utilities to be turned on the day of closing, because that is the day that you own the home. So make sure you contact all the utility providers, because sometimes there's a different provider for the gas versus the electric versus the water versus the trash. And in some areas, they're all one and the same. So make sure that you've contacted them and that you know without a doubt that the power and all utilities would be turned on the day of closing. You should hopefully get a confirmation email that will let you know that it's happening. You may even go so far as to turn it on the day before closing if you think there's a possibility that you might be closing early. Now this is especially important if you're coming in on the weekend, because if you miss turning it on, you might go the entire weekend without utilities, and that's not what you want. Now while you're already at the store or you're ordering the locks for the house, be sure that you also order new air filters. You can get the size from the inspection report hopefully, and you want to make sure that you have got those, because who knows when they were last changed, and even if they were, just go ahead and write it down on the date that you put it in there and make sure that you know that the air filters are brand new. Now the next thing I also recommend you do, especially if the prior owner had pets, is I would have an HVAC person come out and I would have them clean out the ductwork. Call around, there's various prices out there. I've been quoted a few $100s to several $1,000s. So make sure that you get some estimates, but get the ductwork cleaned out when you move in. The other thing I recommend, whether or not they leave the dryer or take the dryer, I would have somebody come in and clean out the vent for the dryer, because you don't know if there's a lot of lint that was left in there, and that's actually one of the biggest causes of home fires. You want to make sure you get the AC filter vent, the ductwork, and the dryer lint vent taken care of. While you're at it, also order smoke detectors, and if there's a carbon monoxide detector, go ahead and change that out as well. Now I say don't get new batteries, just go ahead and get a brand new system. They're good for about 10 years and you don't know when the last time it was changed out. So for your safety, go ahead and just get brand new ones and have them installed with those new batteries. Another thing I always recommend is arrange for a cleaning company to come by and do a deep clean. Now, in most contracts, it says that it needs to be cleaned. It doesn't say professionally cleaned, it just says clean. And everybody's idea of clean is different. Especially after COVID, I don't think anybody trusts the other person's idea of clean. So go ahead and hire a cleaning company to come out there and make sure they clean it from head to toe. And then that way, if there's anything that you take issue with, you can call that company back out and say, hey, you missed a spot. Can you go ahead and get this taken care of also? Now, if you've purchased a new home or the home that you bought has new appliances or a new roof, HVAC, anything like that, make sure sure that you have the information from the warranty for the appliances or any repairs or maintenance that was done. Or if a vendor, like let's say, put on a new roof, you have their information as well, and then you have the warranty information, because should something happen, you want to know who to call. If you're enjoying these tips, if you'll do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. And I would love to hear, when you bought your house, what was the first thing that you did when you moved in, and what was something you didn't do but you found out later you wish you had? Drop it in the comments below. I would love to know. Next, it's time to update your address. We want to let the entire world know that you have moved. Now, you can go on to the United States Postal Service, and a lot of times you can just go online and make an address change there. Or if you're old school and you want to fill out a form, I'm sure that they still have those as well. And do not forget to update your voter registration and your driver's license along with your insurance policies. Next on the list is creating a maintenance schedule plan. Now, remember I told you that when you moved in, I highly recommended that you go ahead and get the AC filters done. I would go ahead and put on your maintenance plan when you're going to have the gutters cleaned out, the roof blown off, the AC serviced regularly, pest control, so that way you know exactly when it's going to be done and you're not running around trying to go like, hey, when did I do that? I don't really remember, and then it ends up being months before you do anything and you find out that you've got a problem. Now, that bonus tip I promised you, get out, take a walk, and meet the neighbors. Not only will you meet great people, but you'll also get some good local tips, like what's the best restaurant or takeout right around you. They might be able to have some tips on the best times to leave for work and maybe a shortcut on how to get to the grocery store faster. Plus, when you make friends and you need to go out of town, you've got somebody to help keep an eye on your house. Now that you've taken care of these critical steps, it's time to kick back and enjoy your new home. If you would like the free new homeowner checklist guide, make sure you click on the link below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.